Donald Trump, after his first 100 days, has seen his approval rating with almost every voting group, every voting bloc fall, with the exception of one. As it turns out, white evangelicals, by a margin of almost 80%, approve of the job that Donald Trump is doing as president. Now, in terms of polls, which this new one is from Pew Research, almost 80% white evangelicals approve of the job Trump does. Meanwhile, his numbers with every other category have fallen. In fact, the only one where he is in the net favorable are among white, non-college educated men. But when you lump in these white evangelicals, his approval rating climbs to almost 80%. So this begs the question, why, in God's name, would people who believe that a benevolent God exists and that He punishes wrongdoers and sinners, why would they approve of the job that Donald Trump is doing? I mean, seriously, there is no way to slice this new information in a way that makes it make sense. If a God exists, and if the Bible happens to be true, Donald Trump is the kind of guy who's definitely going to hell, okay? And these people, these white evangelicals, they do believe that, okay? They believe in the literal word of the Bible. And for some reason, they approve of Donald Trump, a man who bragged about walking up to women and grabbing them by their genitals. A man who said that it's okay to force yourself upon another woman and kiss her even if she doesn't want it. Yeah, the Bible has very specific things to say about why that's wrong. And yet they approve of him. Now, I have come across several stories in the years doing this that have been so bizarre that they're hard to wrap your head around. But this, I have to say, really makes no sense to me, because I can't put together any kind of mental puzzle that would explain why white evangelicals approve of Donald Trump. Except for one. It's the racism. Now, I know white evangelicals, supposed to be good, church-going, God-fearing people, they're not racist, right? Well, no, they are. I mean, after all, the KKK was, pretty much founded among these southern white churches. That's where it originated. That's where it started to pop up. And so some of these people, I'm not saying they're KKK members by any stretch of the imagination, but they're raised in areas where it is common, where these racist feelings, maybe they're latent, maybe they're deep buried inside, maybe they're not expressed, but they're there. They're the same people who would refuse to accept that even though Jesus was born and raised and lived and died in the Middle East, He was still a white guy. See what I mean? You may not realize it, but that's racism. If Jesus existed, He wasn't a white guy. These are the people who become appalled at the idea of a black Santa Claus. There's racism there. And that is the only reason that I can think of, logically, why this group of people, these white evangelicals, would support such a dishonest, disloyal, disgusting human being if they believe in God. Because if you do believe that there is someone up there pulling the strings, punishing the bad people and rewarding the good, then you also kind of have to believe that this jackass in the White House is going to burn for all of eternity. That's what these people believe, yet they still think he is a good human being, and most of them, 67%, say he is a damn fine president. If you like this video, make sure that you like, comment, and share, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want to help support Ring of Fire, go to patreon.com/TheRingOfFire, become a monthly patron to help support independent progressive media.